Hello everyone, my name is Rose Patterson. I have several names I go by. So Rose Patterson is my westernized name that was given to me after adoption. My indigenous name is the Ambalist, which means moving star, from the Nisga'a Nation. And my Canadian given name is Karina Smart, that was given to me after I was taken from my mother by the Canadians and then placed in adoption. I grew up in Vermont, and so I'm pretty westernized, and I consider myself off the land. We grew up on 100 acres with no electricity, and my parents were Quaker. So I returned in 2015 on a journey to learn more about myself as Nisga'a. Also, I am half black from descendants of runaway slaves from Texas that ended up in Edmonton. That was on my father's side. So one of the things that I remember from 312 was that we did the video and we interviewed. I have actually done about over 20 years of interviewing and mental health work off and on, but not a lot of traditional westernized sitting in a couch with somebody and doing therapy as you would do with a psychiatrist or a counselor. A lot of mine is more relaxed and holistic. I work with a lot of First Nations, and so they prefer not to have to be treated in a westernized fashion. I think one of my goals is to continue this. Since coming back, I've realized how much westernized learning that was conditioned within me, which was pretty much the scope of the 60 Scoop, which was what I was part of. And I have found that it is important for me to unlearn a lot of stuff that I don't care about and learn a lot of, I guess you would say, more indigenous and holistic measures from Canada. But at the same time, I find that I like to lean on my peers because I find that everybody has some sort of background that can help me. My adopted mother was a teacher, so she often told me that knowledge is power. I later learned this from my grandfather, Frank Calder, who also walked the world of the white man as well as indigenous to get our treaty back for the Nisga'a Nation. So with that said, I look forward to our class. I do go by she and her, I think is my pronoun that's correct. I, again, am an older student, so where I was growing up in the 70s and 80s, we didn't have so many pronouns. We just accepted everyone. So I guess this is where I would lean on my peers for education and support, to be gentle with each other, ask questions, understand that we all come from a background, and often when we fear, we become judgmental. And so when we are in this space, remembering to calm oneself and try to step into the other person's shoes and hear what they're coming from. So with that said, with the judicial system, I find it very important to be part of that. My grandfather was, and that's how we won our treaty. I have a law degree from the United States, and I plan on getting one here in the indigenous law, but first I need to do my social working. So with that said, law is very important. It takes one to know one, so you have to kind of play the other person's tactics, and in order to do that, you have to learn the law and the way the system is created. In order to navigate the system and work within it as a social worker, I think it's very important that we do understand the law and how it runs. With that said, I look forward to hearing from all of you, and I hope you have a wonderful journey within this class. Thank you.